about the Erewash Canal.
It's a terminal canal now. It used to not be. It used to meet up with the Derby Canal. They actually passed the junction to that back that way. And the starts with the C.
Cranford.
Cranford, that's right, Cranford Canal.
And we met a guy on the train when we were coming back from London, and he works as a volunteer on the Erewash, collecting litter. And he did say that they hadn't been out for a while, and yesterday we were like,
yeah, they haven't been out for a while.
It's such a shame.
I mean, I like it. Like, it's fairly clear water. You can actually see to the bottom. I mean, the bottom is brown and murky, but
that's what it's going to be.
You can see fish moving around. You can see life happening down there and everything, which is cool. Like, because there's been a lot of places where we've been watching. You know, I've been going along watching the surface, and there's no fish or anything. Here, there's like lots of stuff that's eating.
I read they restocked the fish here for fishermen.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Ha!
It's 8:30 on a Sunday morning, and it's really nice.
Yeah. But George just lost his favorite ball, which was a Wilson ball that we found floating in the canal. So I've been walking along here going, Wilson! And it hasn't answered.
And today we're probably going to make it we're definitely going to make it to the end.
Probably.
There's an uncounted number of locks to do. The locks are pretty heavy, and I don't think we'll have a lock buddy today after we lucked out on every lock yesterday.
So do you want to drive and I lock?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
What are we going to do with the dog?
He can tow the boat.
Okay. It's the plan.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, let's go.
All right. Now I can walk with him some of it.
We probably should also mention that we moored by Ilkeston Fields. And it's really nice.
Lovely big green fields. If you come down here in the next day or so, you might look around and find Wilson the ball.
And we're going to push right the way to the end today, and
up to the terminus.
Yeah, to Langley Mill, and turn around and maybe stay there, or maybe come back and moor somewhere else.
Yeah, look right back here. And it was George's birthday yesterday.
Yeah, we forgot.
Happy birthday, George.
We're like the worst dog parents in the world.
Well, it's only written down on an obscure piece of paper.
He was 7 yesterday.
He is now 7. He's 7 years of age, a ripe old puppy.
And we didn't sing to him, we didn't buy him a special treat.
Well, we sang to him this morning.
Yeah.
And we gave him a Dentabone.
And he doesn't know any different.
We'll find a better.
We'll celebrate his anniversary of adoption. We just need to remember when that is.
Yeah. All right, time to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm walking and locking.
I'm driving.
She's driving and crashing.
We're now at lock 70, which is Barker's lock, and we switched over. So I did the first 3, now Michael's driving, and me and Georgie are walking.
Yeah, so this is Noah, who we met along the way.
This is a very fun narrowboat.
Yeah, Narrow likes my boat. Noah likes my t-shirt. Is that your dog?
Yeah.
That's the dog. Look at the dog there. That's a nice dog.
So yeah, and now by the way, can I please have a shout out?
A shout out.
For my YouTube channel, it's called Noah Abbott because my dad named it. And
Okay, it's called what?
Noah Abbott.
Noah Abbott. What's your
I have,
YouTube
like,
channel about?
Gaming.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that.
Noah's got a gaming channel called Noah Abbott, and everybody go look for it. We'll try and find a link when we get home. Everybody go subscribe to Noah's videos. All right, I gotta go put the camera down for a second because I gotta let go of this rope. So, we are in Langley Mill Basin.
We're in the Great Northern Basin.
Yes, Great Northern Basin, where what are the three that join up here?
Well, we've been calling it the Cranford every day, but it's not the Cranford, it's the... I've forgotten.
It says on there. It's the Nottingham Canal, Cromford.
Cromford.
Sorry about that, everybody in Cranford and Cromford. There wasn't a heck of a lot of room to moor up, but there was this lovely 1 week guest mooring available. Right behind us, going this way, is what is left of the Nottingham Canal, which used to run all the way to Nottingham. That one apparently can never be rebuilt.
Why? It's too much stuff in to develop.
No, it had to close because of subsidence and collapse of land, and what remains has been irrevocably altered. But the Cromford Canal, which goes off of this direction, and originally would have headed off towards Cromford, 14 miles and quite a few locks, and it sounds like it was quite a lovely little canal. That is still partially rewatered over there and is going to be reopened eventually, so that's kind of cool. It's like on the restoration list.
It's a little bit urban here, and it's kind of in a bit of a like industrial park shopping centre. There's like Asda just there, little KFC.
Yeah, there's a gas station right over here. There's a bunch of little automotive repair places, and just over the corner here is a very large plastics manufacturing plant of some sort.
But we think we're going to have a couple of days here because we've had two cruising days in a row, and we're a little bit broken. Today was a nice day. I did the first 3 locks, and then you did the next. Don't know how many more we did. So I did 1, 2, 3, and then you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You did 5.
Yeah, okay.
We did 8 locks today, so that's quite a substantial day.
Yeah, and we passed through Ilkeston, which is a somewhat busy little town,
Yeah,
but it was still quite pleasant along the canal.
Just urban and what you'd expect to find with an urban area, really.
Yeah, lots of guys fishing at the side of the canal.
So yesterday we managed to do all the locks that we did with other people or with volunteers, and today we were completely on our own.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably why we found it a bit harder today.
And a lot of them were set against us.
Yeah, I think the boat must have come up before us. Oh, because we saw 2 boats coming down together. So when we passed those, I was like, yes, all the locks are going to be in our favour. But only one was after that.
Yeah, and one of them had refilled itself because one of the paddles hadn't been closed all the way. So it would have just filled up.
6 of the 8 locks were set against us. It was a lot of work, but it was good fun. Some of the locks were a bit tricky to get into because a lot of them had overflow from the lock. So just before you go in, there's...
Somebody's moving up.
Just before you go in, there's like a stream of water coming out that pushes you to the side, and then there's like an extremely low kind of arch bridge that you have to go down the centre of, otherwise you hit the sides of it.
Yeah, and the water was obviously high at a lot of these locks because there was quite a bit coming over the top of it.
There's a lot coming over.
So the overflows were flowing quite well.
So you have to angle towards the overflow, and if you don't angle far enough, you get pushed along, so then you have to go at a certain speed so that you don't get pushed too far. So it was a bit of a juggling act. And then one of the ones Michael did, 3, actually they weren't even professional fishermen, they were just kind of lads with a rod each. They were all on the lock landing, so I just jumped off, and it's like, oh, rather than make me move, you'll just hover. But then you kind of got pushed into the mouth of the lock, which was one of these locks with an overflow and a low arch.
A low arch, so all of a sudden I'm sort of moving sideways, and I'm like, well, we're scraping a bit of brick off with the little bit of our solar panel. Luckily, the solar panels weren't in any way damaged, but some 200-year-old masonry was irrevocably signed by our boat.
And then we met that lovely little boy.
Oh, he was actually before that, but yeah, that was really nice. We pulled into a lock, and then I hear this chirpy voice come down, and there's this little boy going, hello!
He like got down on his knees and he was like hanging over the side of the lock to talk to you. He was
and it was him and his mom. I think it was his mom. I guess it was his mom.
Yeah.
I hope it was his mom. But the two of them were coming along on bicycles with their dog, and I guess he's a little keen on boats, so he leaned over and started saying hi, and so we met Noah, who it turns out is a little bit of a YouTuber, which is great, and he was really curious about everything, and he jumped on the boat.
Did you invite him? Did he ask?
No, well, yeah, sort of, yes, he asked. He was just like, can I come on? And I'm like, well, you're already leaning over it, sure. No, it was really great. I mean, he was super sweet, and just lots of great questions and stuff. But
it's just nice talking to people, and there's a lot of people out and about on bikes and just walking.
Yeah, it's just been a really nice day, lots of friendly people, because we'd kind of gotten a little bit of a sense from some of the people not on the Erewash that this was sort of a run-down, rough area. Sort of the typical thing where people will say, like, oh, don't moor in that area because you might get rocks thrown at your boat. So
did you do any research about the history of the canal?
You're right, it was mainly a coal canal. It was founded in the 1700s. It was hugely successful.
It's funny, isn't it, to hear that it was a hugely successful canal when now it's so quiet and hardly used.
Yeah, I know. It's really neat because I guess the Erewash's success as a financial operation actually inspired a lot of the other canals to be opened. A lot of the other canals came later, almost a century later. And I guess, from what I read, the original stock offering had it at £100 a share, and a few years later it was at £1,300 a share. So it's like a huge...
Good investment?
Yeah, huge return on investment.
I read somewhere on the way that it was due to be closed in the 70s, but...
Yeah, because, it had fallen into disrepair, like a lot of the rest of the canal system. Rewatered and...
Pretty well loved and pretty well used, isn't it? I mean, there's not many boats. Like, we saw two boats moving down today, but another one's just come up now. I mean, I'd heard warnings of low water levels and weeds and heavy, difficult locks. And to be fair, the locks were
heavy and difficult.
They weren't impossible.
No.
But, they've all got the little anti-vandal.
It's the water conservation key,
and some of them were broken,
and a lot of them were disconnected.
Yeah, there was the one lock where the two ground paddles weren't working. And this is the one that I was driving through. So you had to use the gate paddles, which obviously are a lot rougher when you're in the boat going up. So that was a little bit hairy going up. But it was just annoying that there were gate paddles and we couldn't use them. Yeah, because the gate paddles are so much smoother and easier in terms of the way that they raise the boat and everything. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you get a chance, we'll put a link in for Noah's video. If we can find his channel. We'll find Noah's channel. It'll be in the little links below. Go say hi, subscribe, because, tell him we sent you. Seems like a cool kid, and he really likes Minecraft. If that's your thing. It should be with him. If you're not on a narrowboat, you should be playing Minecraft. Really? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Have you told everyone about your idea for a game? Oh, yeah. So Narrowboat Rampage. Basically, Grand Theft Auto with narrowboats. Top down, here's your narrowboat moving along, and like James Bond will jump onto the back of your boat and start like shooting at things while the queen's been abducted and stuff, or zombies attacked or something. But it's all about you just moving through the locks and getting up and operating things while all kinds of havoc is going on around you. Let us know what you think. Yeah. Kickstarter to come. Oh, I don't know, There's all these people coming up to me and they're like, "You American and Canadian, eh?" I'm like, "I don't talk like this, do I?" I don't think so. I don't want that. That's Canadian. Is it? It is. Yeah. Duct tape. Red, green. Darkest of the hillside thicket. This is a new vlog. Is it? Yeah. Okay. This is a ball. That is an old dog. He's not old. He's 7. He's not an old dog. When's his birthday? I don't know. It might have been yesterday. I don't even know when it is. It might have been yesterday. It might have been George's birthday yesterday. She's going to have to check the paperwork. Yep, it just rained slobber. Alright, come on. Alright, what are we talking about?
Right, so we're starting the vlog.
What do you know about
The
that?
sun's up that way, bright and shiny and blinding me.
Is it Cranford?
I think it's Cranford or Cranford. There you
It's
go.
7:30. Just because I'm holding it doesn't mean you can get distracted.
I'm not distracted. The dog is distracted. Ready, George? Ready? He's already lost one ball, so we got to pay attention when we throw this thing. I've realized that I do a fairly good Tom Hanks yelling Wilson.
Right, my arm's aching and you're just chatting about crap. Nothing to do with this video.
That's less to do with this video.
Now you're going to throw the ball.
We're castaways. Yeah, no. So,
Okay, so we probably all should. Your head's not cut off.
my head's cut off.
My heart's cut off. Sit. No more playing.
Okay, no more playing. We're not playing. No, George. No, George. My hair. Good Lord.
You've got hat hair.
Yeah. No, I have.
Hat
Hat hair.
There's no other word for it. You also have donut lips.
Oh, donut lips. Excellent. You got walnut face. No, I mean you got a little.
Oh, that's my spot.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to try and wipe away your
Pimple.
flesh-eating disease. She's my favorite. You said you wanted to trade me in for an upgrade because my feet were hurting.
Yeah, I want one with better feet.
Yeah, well, yeah, understand the better feet then. Yeah, so we come up to the train, and the little male duck was just looking at me like, "Excuse me, you've put a boat in my way. What? My family is behind me here." So
a couple of days in Langley Mill Basin, right by the Lidl. Did you buy me a marzipan?
no, you told me you were off them. She told me she was cutting them out.